Hi, Juliana.
Hi, what's up? How are you doing? How are the preparations for Christmas? How's everything?
We are really passing through a lot right now, whereby we are out of food, starvation, sanitary products, and so on. Life is not easy at all, yet we haven't got anything to eat even on Christmas, as we have spent almost a week without nothing to eat. Yeah, that is the
Yes,
situation. Yet, as I told you that I had one of the babies which was sick, and right now she's not very good. She's not in a good condition, whereby she was being admitted again in the hospital, and the doctors are trying their level best so that they can treat her, though the situation is not really good. Yeah, that is the situation over here. What about you over there? Hope you are doing well and everything is going great by your side.
thank you. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that things seem to have gotten even worse. Here it's okay. Problems are there, but problems that are compared to yours, nothing. So let's not talk about them. Um, so I
Understand,
will.
yeah, exactly. I hope we get some gain from this. We get some donations so that we can celebrate the Christmas festival. As the Kenyan government has say that, as the government and the region of the Kenyans, they do not know that LGBTQ refugees exist in their home country, and in their culture, they do not allow them, and that put most of our friends on worry, and most of them, it forced them to go to South Sudan to seek for asylum, because maybe it was last week, like 5 to 7 people of Egypt refugees, they went to USA through the South Sudan process, and they were maybe resettled to the USA. This forced most of the LGBTQ refugees in Kenya to go to seek asylum in South Sudan, where they think that they will get the process and be evacuated to the third country of USA or Canada or any safer country than being in the homophobic country of Kenya Kakuma refugees camp. Right now, the situation is not really good because of that situation. The camp is all over, up and down, and all the people are gathered, selling their houses. Everything is being destroyed. Thieves are doing their work as well, stealing everything of people and so on. So the camp is not good at all at the moment.
I see. About South Sudan and going there, do you think that it makes sense to go to South Sudan? Is the situation in any way better there?
According to me, I think that that is not really good at all, because even in South Sudan, they do not allow LGBT refugees over there, and it is the most dangerous country to be there as LGBT refugees. Many of the LGBT refugees had been killed, shooted with guns to death, and as I hear that South Sudan by next year, they will be going in their elections, which is very dangerous, and it is very, very, very homophobic when it comes to LGBT refugees. So I think that is not really a good idea to go in South Sudan, because it is not really good or safe for us.
So, can you tell me what would you do for Christmas? What would you like to do? What kind of celebrations would you like to do with your group and maybe the other groups too?
According to our Christmas festival, like we would like to get some, it's like special food. I would like to get some goats, like two or one goat for my fellow queers. This would cost some little money, and some rice, like some banana. I don't know whether you know matoke in our
Mm-hmm.
language, called
Mm-hmm.
bananas. Yeah, it is like I can tell that yellow bananas, but not your bananas,
I know
like
them.
beans,
Yes, yes. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, potatoes, Irish and so on, and so many things. Yeah, some sodas, some special food, as you know that we always eat some food which is special, beans, and on that special day, I think we need to get something special for the refugees and for young kids, like toys, like Christmas toys and everything.
How has the health situation been? Have there been many sick people in your group or other groups that you know of?
According to my group, many of the queer refugees, they were being sick a lot, like 10, but I thank God that I managed to get some of the little donations we get from the fundraiser. I managed to get them some medication, taking them to get treatment. As I told you that the UN Sarah government hospitals, they are so homophobic to us. So in this, whenever someone gets sick, it needs us to take them to the private hospitals so that they can be away from homophobic and getting the better treatment they need. So in this, I managed to get some of the money. I managed to take them to the hospital. Some of them get healed, and right now they are home. Though one of the little kid, as I told you, by names of Latifa, she's sick. And the doctor said that according to their report, they say that the baby had a big stomach and she even have some white bubbles in the mouth. Though they didn't, they gave him some medication. Though to now she's not really good, or we haven't get any change in her situation.
I see. Okay. So it's an infectious disease that she has, and she is not recovering well. That's very,
Yeah,
very sad to hear, and I really hope that it will get better in the next couple of days. And also, I have heard something about the the violence that is happening against specifically the gay men and the trans women in the groups, and that from what I've heard, the UNHCR is telling people that they should not wear feminine female clothes when they go out as a measure against that. Can you tell me more about that and what the policy of the UNHCR and the Kenyan police is on those things?
yeah, that is very correct. Like the UN Sarah and the government of Kenya itself, they are too homophobic to the queer LGBTQ refugees. Like sometimes they say that they just save us away from the homophobic people who can attack the queer members through their way. Though I think that that is not really correct at all, because everyone must get his or her freedom. Everyone needs. And I think that stepping into someone's freedom is not really good at all. And I think the UN SARA and the government of Kenya plus the police of Kenya, what they are doing is not really good at all.
And what they are doing is actually like helping the homophobic and transphobic, anti trans people, the people who hate non binary people, and so on in the camp. They are kind of supporting those people in their goals, right? Because the goals of those people are to intimidate queer people to not be themselves and
Yeah,
to make it so that they don't dare to leave the house in clothes that they don't see as fitting for them or something like that, right?
and the UN SARA itself and the Kenyan government, they do force the its people to attack the queer refugees in the camp. I think this is too dangerous because everyone must wear the way he or she needs to wear. And I think when the government tells the fellow people to attack the queer refugees, I think that is too homophobic to us, and I think it is too dangerous. Those members of the community, one time, one day, they can even kill some of us because of our sex orientation and because of what we have wear. So in this, I think everyone needs his or her freedom to wear what he or she wants. But the Kenyan government and the UNHCR itself, they do not allow it, and they even say that for them, they don't know that even the queer refugees exist in the Kenya Kakuma refugees camp, which is not very correct at all, because we are here and we are looking for a safe place. We are seeking for evacuation. We need the UNHCR and the government of Kenya to take us in the third country where we should seek asylum and to be safe and to enjoy, to get our freedom and to be free, like to move freely in our sex orientation, in his or her ways of life, not hiding ourselves in the houses because we don't want to walk because of the homophobic people they will attack, so and on. I think we really need help and we really need support. We really need evacuation to move from this homophobic place of Kenya Kakuma refugees camp.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yes, it's everyone should be able to live as they are, of course, and also not be oppressed for it, not be in poverty for it, for example, right? Because even if you could go somewhere in Kenya, maybe live there, get asylum there, you would still be in a country that is very, very bad for queer people, right? So and queer people in Kenya generally are not doing well, of course. They are getting oppressed, they are getting persecuted, and I've seen some articles in some Kenyan newspapers too about how they demonize queer people there, how they write that they're about some sex parties that they are supposedly doing, which are so bad, and all the while they are themselves the ones pushing them into the underground, and then they write those scandalous stories about them. So it's a very unsafe situation there. So yeah, of course it would be necessary really for you to get to a safer country, because this is the only permanent solution, right?
I call upon everyone to help us in this homophobic situation. And the most important thing we really need safety and we need evacuation.
As Nakafero has just told you, the situation even around Christmas is not getting any better than before, and there's not even anything for Christmas. They are just supposed to starve as on any other day, according to the UNHCR, right? So if you want to make it possible for them to have something a little better for those days, and also like in the longer run, of course, then you can donate to the fundraiser. And otherwise, of course, if you happen to have any relation to people who can actually make it happen that people get evacuated out of there, use that, because the situation is really dire. There's nobody really reporting on it right now. It pops up sporadically sometimes, maybe once or twice a year, something about queer refugees in Kakuma is published, but it's largely ignored because, especially I think in the Western mind, a lot needs to be said about things that are happening in Africa for it to be noticed, because throughout the history, the recent history, like it has become very normal for the average person in the West to hear only the worst things happening in African countries. And so if any long-term attention is to stay on an issue, then there needs to be really a great effort put into it, because otherwise it's going to be just another piece of that information that they have heard so many times. So we really need to stay on this, and everyone, and as I said a couple of times, and I can only repeat, if you who are watching right now have any capabilities of getting Nakafero, for example, or some of her friends on your stream, or you can do an interview with her, or anything like that, that would also be of great help, because this, of course, is a massive humanitarian crisis that is going on there right now, and it's not going to get much better unless much more attention is drawn to it. Yeah. So is there more you would like to say right now?
I would like to ask some of the people who are watching us, our fellow friends, if they have any questions they would like to ask me, or about our situation, or on how they can help us, because we really need help, we need help, and we need more support from you guys, because we are really starving and we are gonna die from this situation. I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone. We are so glad for everything. We really appreciate your support and the donations which you do give us. We really appreciate for everything, and we really need evacuation. We need your help. Kenya Kakuma refugees camp right now. It is really a death camp for the queer LGBTQ refugees to live in. So I would like to call upon each and everyone who knows any organization which can come over and they help us through this situation. We really need your support, and we need evacuation so that we can go to the safe places and we be safe to get our freedom and everything apart from that. Yeah, I thank you for everything Kalda is sending. I'm glad for your support, our fellow friends. I'm glad for the support that you give us and everything. And we need more of the support.
So Chrissy has asked something. Hello, I would like to ask if there's any other information out there I can send to my friends alongside the fundraiser, like newspaper articles or something like that. Do you want to say something about that, Nakafero?
Come again, Juliana.
Chrissy has asked about newspaper articles that have been written about the situation in Kakuma, and if there's anything else that they can send people alongside with the fundraiser.
I think about that. I think what he or she means about the articles they wrote on our fundraiser. Oh,
No, like newspaper articles that so people can read about the situation in Kakuma apart from what is said in the fundraiser text. But I could, I actually have some things I could share of that nature. Like I have
yeah,
actually put some of these articles under the last video that I have been releasing on my streaming channel.
according to everything which had happened to us before and after. I think everything is there, and even on our fundraiser, even on the account of the coach.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we can even publish some papers. I think one can help us do that, to publish some simple papers which people can read through about the situation of the Kakuma refugees camp and everything. Because when you try to search on the UN SARA reports or the documents which they write on the medias, they always put their fake news about us, about the queer refugees, which are not really correct at all. They always say that queers in the Kenya Kakuma refugees camp, they are safe and in a good situation, yet we are not really safe at all. They say that they give us enough food which satisfy us, which is not really good at all. They say that we sleep well, we have shelters, they provide us everything, which is not really good at all. Hope Juliana, you saw some of the situation where we sleep from day
For
one,
sure.
cause yeah, you have been there for us from day one. Day one, we were sleeping outside. We constructed a good fence, and I thank everyone who managed to help us to construct our fence. Though we haven't got some donations for our shelters, we are still sleeping outside, and we really need more support so that we can construct some shelters inside our fence and get some mattresses, blankets, um, some clothes for us, some sandals, yeah, has and even constructing a toilet inside, as I showed you the situation, how our toilet was after the floods came in and they destroyed our toilet and everything. Right now we have nowhere to go. We just use the neighbor's toilet, which is even not in a good situation. And these many diseases used to attack us like candidiasis, like infections, itching, and so on. In this, I do request for the support and help so that we can construct some good shelters and even construct a toilet and a bathroom.
Mm-hmm. And I have
Yeah.
shared 3 links to articles by, for example, Amnesty about the situation of queer refugees there. So, Chris, you can look at them, you can share them alongside with the fundraiser. So there's
Yeah.
if you search for it, LGBTQ Kakuma or queer Kakuma, you will find some articles from the last couple of years. Also, of course, on my own channel, there are like at this point like 6 videos or something, interviews with Nakafero and other queer refugees who are there, who are telling their stories about their situations and are describing what they're going through. And
Yeah.
there's
Try-
some information out there, definitely.
Yeah. Has some of the people wanted some queers to be here on the stream, though, as I told you that the camp is up and down, people can't walk from one place to another
Yeah.
because of the homophobic and the dangerous while on the way. So everyone needs to be in his or her own place to be away from that danger.
That is extremely important, and Chris here has answered. Thank you so much. I will make sure that it will reach other people and tell people about the fundraiser. So thank you very
Thank
much,
you so much
Chrissy.
with your help, and we really need you in this struggle so that we can reach our goal and we reach our dreams. And I know one day, one time, we shall all meet in one place.